The Dream Factory, Tinseltown. Hollywood has long held a place in our collective imagination as a realm of glamour and escape, but behind the dazzling lights and red carpets, a darker story is unfolding. Sean "Diddy" Combs, a name synonymous with music mogul and cultural icon, finds himself embroiled in a scandal that sends shockwaves through the entertainment world. Allegations of sexual misconduct, human trafficking, and exploitation cast a long shadow, raising questions about the man and the industry he inhabits. This is not just about one man's alleged transgressions, however. Hollywood itself is grappling with a confluence of challenges that threaten its very foundations. Declining revenues, shifting consumer preferences, and the rise of global competition are forcing a reckoning, a reassessment of the industry's future. While the accusations against Diddy are serious and demand thorough investigation, it's crucial to avoid conflating his legal troubles with the broader challenges facing Hollywood. The industry's woes run deep, predating and extending far beyond any single individual's alleged misconduct. As we delve into this complex narrative, our goal is not to sensationalize or condemn prematurely. Instead, we aim to shed light on the multifaceted realities of an industry in flux, separating fact from fiction, and urging a more nuanced understanding of this critical moment. Sean Combs, the artist formerly known as Puff Daddy and P. Diddy, needs little introduction. From his early days as a record executive to his foray into fashion, film, and entrepreneurship, Diddy built an empire. His influence is undeniable, his reach extending across music, fashion, and entertainment. But now, this carefully crafted image is under assault. Multiple accusers have come forward with disturbing allegations, painting a picture of a man who allegedly used his power and influence to exploit and abuse. The charges are grave sexual misconduct, assault, even sex trafficking and racketeering. Diddy vehemently denies all allegations, maintaining his innocence and vowing to fight the charges. The legal proceedings are ongoing, a tangled web of criminal and civil cases, each carrying the potential for significant consequences. As the legal battles rage on, the court of public opinion is already in session. Opinions are sharply divided, with some quick to condemn while others urge caution and due process. The truth, as always, lies somewhere within the complexities of the legal system and the court of public opinion. For years, whispers about Diddy's alleged behavior circulated within certain circles. Rumors and hushed conversations hinted at a darker side to the charismatic public persona, but it wasn't until recently that these whispers escalated into a chorus of accusations, breaking through the veil of secrecy that often protects the powerful. The #MeToo movement, a cultural earthquake that exposed the rampant abuse and harassment within Hollywood and beyond, played a pivotal role in emboldening Diddy's accusers to come forward. The movement demonstrated that silence was no longer an option, that speaking truth to power could chip away at even the most entrenched systems of abuse. It's essential to remember that allegations are not evidence of guilt. The legal process must be allowed to proceed fairly and impartially, without prejudice or presumption. However, the sheer number and gravity of the accusations against Diddy cannot be ignored. They demand our attention, our scrutiny, and our unwavering commitment to seeking justice for all involved. While the Diddy scandal has sent shockwaves through Hollywood, it's crucial to recognize that the entertainment industry is already grappling with a myriad of challenges, many self-inflicted. The gloss and glamour of Hollywood often mask a deeper truth, an industry struggling to adapt to a rapidly changing world. For decades, Hollywood operated as a near monopoly, dictating tastes, controlling narratives, and reaping vast profits. But the landscape has shifted dramatically. The rise of streaming services, the fragmentation of audiences, and the increasing cost of film production have created a perfect storm, leaving many studios scrambling to stay afloat. Add to this the lingering effects of the COVID-19 pandemic, which shuttered theaters and disrupted productions, and it's clear that Hollywood's traditional business model is in dire need of an overhaul. The old ways of doing things no longer work in this new, digitally driven, globally connected entertainment landscape. Section 5. The Streaming Surge, A New Era Dawns. The rise of streaming services like Netflix, Amazon Prime Video, and Disney Plus has, well, irrevocably transformed how audiences consume entertainment. No longer beholden to network schedules or limited viewing options, viewers now have an overwhelming smorgasbord of content at their fingertips, available 24/7. This shift to streaming has been, a double-edged sword for Hollywood. On the one hand, streaming platforms have provided new avenues for content creation and distribution, offering opportunities for independent filmmakers and diverse voices. On the other hand, streaming has significantly disrupted traditional revenue streams, leading to anxiety and uncertainty within the industry. Theatrical releases, once the lifeblood of Hollywood, are no longer guaranteed moneymakers. Many viewers are content to wait for films to become available on streaming platforms, particularly given the rising cost of movie tickets and concessions. This shift has forced studios to rethink their release strategies and grapple with the complex economics of the streaming era. Section 6. Global competition lights, camera, action. Elsewhere? Hollywood is no longer the only game in town. The global film industry is booming, with countries like China, India, and South Korea producing high-quality films that resonate with audiences worldwide. These international productions often benefit from government subsidies, lower production costs, and access to fresh perspectives and storytelling traditions. They pose a significant challenge to Hollywood's dominance, forcing studios to become more competitive and innovative in their filmmaking approaches. The globalization of the entertainment industry is not inherently a bad thing. It offers opportunities for cross-cultural collaboration, the sharing of cinematic techniques, and the exposure of audiences to a wider range of stories and perspectives. However, it also requires Hollywood to adapt, to embrace diversity both in front of and behind the camera, and to recognize that its grip on the global entertainment landscape is no longer absolute. Section 7. The Pandemic's Scars, A Wounded Industry. The COVID-19 pandemic dealt a devastating blow to the global film industry, and Hollywood was not spared. Theaters went dark, productions ground to a halt, and release schedules were thrown into disarray, leaving the industry reeling from the economic and logistical fallout. While the immediate crisis has passed, the long-term impacts of the pandemic continue to be felt. Many theaters were forced to close permanently, and audiences remain hesitant to return to pre-pandemic levels of moviegoing. The pandemic accelerated existing trends, such as the shift to streaming and the rise of at-home entertainment options. The industry is slowly recovering, but the scars of the pandemic run deep. Production costs have risen due to increased safety measures, and the availability of crew and resources remains a challenge. The pandemic served as a stark reminder of the fragility of the entertainment ecosystem and the need for greater resilience in the face of unforeseen crises. Section 8. Separating Fact from Fiction, The Dangers of Hype. In the age of social media and instant news, it's easy for speculation and rumor to spiral out of control. The Diddy scandal, with its high-profile figures and salacious allegations, has become a magnet for clickbait headlines and unsubstantiated claims. It's crucial to approach such stories with a healthy dose of skepticism. Just because something is trending on Twitter or blasted across a tabloid website doesn't make it true. It's our responsibility as consumers of information to distinguish between credible sources and sensationalized gossip. The rush to judgment can have real-world consequences, potentially damaging reputations and influencing legal outcomes. We must resist the urge to jump to conclusions and instead demand thorough investigations, fair hearings, and a commitment to due process for all involved. Section 9. A Call for Nuance, Navigating the Shifting Sands. The entertainment industry is at a crossroads. The allegations against Diddy, while serious and requiring careful consideration, are but one thread in a complex tapestry of challenges and transformations. As we navigate this evolving landscape, it's crucial to embrace nuance and avoid simplistic narratives. Hollywood is not monolithic. It's a vast ecosystem of creators, executives, crew members, and countless others, all grappling with the changing tides. The industry must confront its demons, addressing issues of abuse, harassment, and systemic inequities. It must also adapt to the digital age, embracing new technologies and storytelling approaches. And it must do so while remaining mindful of its global impact and responsibility to reflect the diversity of human experience. The future of entertainment is unwritten, but by approaching these challenges with clear eyes, critical thinking, and a commitment to ethical conduct, we can help shape an industry that is more equitable, more innovative, and more reflective of the world we want to see.